The ground is amazing, and the courses were wonderful, especially for this year. I thought David did an excellent job with this. They were so forward thinking, and the horses really loved them, or at least mine did. They knew what they were doing, they knew what was in front of them, and they were really happy with that.
Yeah, your horses, both rides, they just looked smooth. I think I commented on both of them saying how smooth and happy your horses looked. They looked really like they were enjoying and understanding the job.
And what Karen just said is so accurate, right? It all matters, right? Yeah. Everything that's going on to produce that moment in time.
Sure.
We work so hard every day, and for an event to put that much effort into getting it right as well is really
We were
special.
talking even about the FEI stabling, and when you drive into a venue and you see FEI stabling, there's a level of comfort because you know the stalls are just perfect. That's a standard that we want, that every horse deserves at this level.
Absolutely.
And the sponsors, the footing in the dressage arena, the warm-up arena, it's really remarkable. And being a Virginian, and you're nearly a Virginian, a West Virginian, and Sinead's a Virginian, even though we're all Florida residents. It's really a proud moment.
It is. It's really. I'm grateful to everyone here.
How will you use this 3-long prep for the rest of your season? How does that factor into your?
I'm not 100% certain yet. The horse Klaus is amazing. He is he is so much fun to ride.
Yeah. Tell us where he came from.
Dirk Schroeder sourced him for me, and I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful.
He's beautiful.
He is beautiful.
He's interesting every day. He's a very intelligent horse. He's very bright and very keen. So it's interesting to keep him sort of. He can be emotional, but in a wonderful way.
Today he looked like, I've noticed that before about him, and today he looked like he was completely with you.
He is happy to be doing his job right now.
And how old of a horse is he now?
He's 8.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so I can't decide if, my thought was if he did this well, and it was a great opportunity to see how he'd handle the longer distance, he can still move up this fall.
Yeah. So we've got Landmarks Monte Carlo in the arena right now, and Miss Jacqueline Mars is the owner and breeder of this horse, I believe.
Absolutely.
So this is a longtime campaigner with Lauren Nicholson, and this is a bit of a different horse than like what we saw in Caroline's horses. This horse is less of an extravagant mover, but the connection is so beautiful. Like you can see that.
And also, this is a unbelievable cross-country horse, and this is the horse that she took to when it was Rolex as opposed to Land Rover, but Land Rover had the ride of the day.
Right.
And this is the horse that Lauren at Rolex was able to win the ride of the day, and she still to this day drives this Land Rover.
Right.
And so the horse, he's just amazing. He has just about no trot. But as you can see, Lauren over time has produced a very workmanlike trot, and the accuracy of it and the position of the horse's body, both longitudinally and laterally, is correct. So the horse is not going to be the winner at the end of the first day, but he's not going to be that far out, and he's uber fast on the cross country without burning a calorie.
Right.
It's a really cute horse to have around the stable. He's just a little beaver.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's nice again to see one that's comfortable in the space and in his skin, and that's the balance, right? Is with any horse that we ride, is trying to figure out who they are, make them the best that they can be, but not put unrealistic expectations to the point where it makes them stressed or anxious.
It's funny because you look at his trot, which has the most limited range of his 3 gaits, and you look at his walk, and his walk is really quite lovely.
Mm-hmm.
I think the trot is highly overrated. Teddy never had a trot. It's an interesting test where you go from the half pirouette right into an extended walk.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a different... What do you think about that, Sharon, where you have to do that, go right from a turnaround, half pirouette, which is a collected movement?
I think I have nightmares about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning not to, but not my favorite.
That's the thought that creeps in the meditation. Mm-hmm. You're like, get out of here.
I mean, you can't ask for a more accurate transition, except that it's lacking the balloon air.
Yeah.
It's like it needs to be pumped up, but I don't know that that's in that horse.
Right.
And all of this sport, because we're triathletes, is about letting the horse learn what it can do and protecting the things that it finds difficult, and having that incredible partnership. And Lauren has been riding this horse since it was broken as a 3-year-old.
Right.
So the partnership is pretty darn solid.
Yeah.
She had a great ride on Vermiculus.
And you know, every single horse teaches you something, right? So you go in on this one, and she's learned things from this horse that are going to help on Vermiculus, and you know, the paramount importance horse, and you come in on this, and every time you get in the arena, you're learning a little bit more and learning a little bit more. So
well, and the changes are also immaculate on this horse. I say that before she's done her first one, but they really, really are beautiful.
So we've got Emily's score in, and actually, you know, not actually that bad for what she was having to manage. She ended up on a 37.3, which that was my mistake.
You jinxed her, Karen.
I did that all by myself.
Yeah.
Can you believe I just did that? I'm really sorry, Lauren.
I made
sorry, Joe.
Tim fall off earlier. It's okay.
Sorry, Papa Keith. Sorry,
this
Sally.
horse is amazing. I love this horse. Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Now there's Lauren Nicholson.
Look at him.
Up there in
I'm so cool.
rotation there. Monte Carlo, number 464.
Cute horse.